Hello again, my name is Gabe Zolna. You know the Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr. and Barack Hussein Obama? They're so concerned about the loss of a black life, Michael Brown's life, that they're spending uncounted resources to try and convict an innocent white man that the grand jury has already ruled that he's not responsible. And what he did was purely justified based on the situation. Got an email from a friend of mine. I'm going to attach the link. It's on Conservative Bite. Now, for those of you that may or may not know, Michael Brown was killed on August the 9th, 2014. He represented one life, a black life. And buildings have been destroyed, riots have taken place all over the United States because of the loss of that black life. Do you know how many black lives were aborted in Missouri during that same time period? Well, if I told you 200, would that surprise you? What if I said 400? Would that surprise you even more? What if I said 600? Would you find that to be an unbelievable number of innocent black lives that were taken? What if I told you the actual number, which was 981 Missouri black babies had been aborted since Michael Brown's death, and not a single person rioted, not a single person complained. We didn't hear Barack Obama talking about the unnecessary death. Are these black babies any less worthy than Michael Brown? I'm inclined not to think so. I'm inclined to think that they probably had a great more value to offer because they wouldn't have turned out necessarily like Michael Brown did. Who's responsible for Michael Brown's death? Well, I gotta believe it's his affiliation with his dysfunctional family and whatever gang members that he hung out with, like that Dorian Johnson who lied and who should be prosecuted for having lied to a grand jury and to the police. You have to wonder, are the black babies not worthy? Should they not be protected the same as Obama and Eric Holder and Jesse Jackson and that whack job Al Sharpton? Why aren't they rioting? Why aren't they complaining? Why aren't they asking for justice for the loss of all of those babies? Now this is just in Missouri. This is happening all over the United States. Tens of thousands of black babies are being aborted. They're being killed. They're being torn from the womb. They're being murdered. Yet nobody cares. Nobody is rioting. Nobody's marching up and down the streets. Nobody's clamoring for justice. The only time this administration is at all concerned about the death of a black anyone is when it's at the hands of a white man. Doesn't matter how justified that shooting might have been. They're going to spend a whole lot of resources. Just like right now, the Attorney General has 40 full-time FBI agents. I gotta believe they've been there since August the 10th of 2014. And what are they looking for? They're looking for anything that they can use to claim that Officer Darren Wilson took advantage of his position and violated Michael Brown's civil rights. What about Officer Darren Wilson's civil rights? Don't they matter? I think they don't matter. No different than these babies mattered. This administration could give a damn. It's sad, folks. It's really sad. That's what I think. So what do you think?